Instead of your former shame, you will have a double portion. And instead of a humiliation, your people will shout for joy over their portion. Instead of your former shame, you will have a double portion. And instead of humiliation, your people will shout for joy over their portion. We were not meant to live in shame. That's why it says it's our former shame. So we have to recognize if we are living in a cycle of shame, because friends, if we are, no matter if we look back at all the ways it can enter our story, if we are living in that place and space, then our entire destiny can be thwarted inside of shame, because we just won't take a risk. We won't think we have anything to offer. We won't think God can use us in any way, shape, or form. And the enemy wins in that heart every single time. Every single time. No experience in my life caused shame for me more than my divorce. None. And I remember, because I had been brought up that if you were divorced, then basically your entire destiny was thwarted. And I remember for the first year following my divorce, I canceled all my speaking engagements. I didn't do book tours. I didn't do anything but journal, go to counseling, and heal. And I remember, and I've shared this story. I don't know if I shared in Reclaiming Your Heart or if I shared on the video or where I shared it, but my dad called me. My dad was still pastoring at the time and said, baby, it's time for you to teach again. And I said, Dad, I just don't know that I can. He said, well, it's time. And so I began to ask the Lord, what do you want me to teach on? And I felt like the Lord said, I want you to teach on the good fight, taking from Paul's words, fighting the good fight of faith. And one of the things, he gave me 3 things to talk about where to fight for, and one of them was for your marriage. And I was like, Lord, are you kidding me? Do you not just know I just lost my marriage and now you're wanting me to go teach on people holding on to their marriage? I'm going to look like the biggest hypocrite there ever was. And I remember, even to the point of driving to the church that Sunday morning to deliver that message, wrestling with the Lord over my own shame. And I felt like the Lord asked me a question, because remember, God's a master at asking really great questions. Why? Not because he doesn't know answers, because he knows we need to have a revelation of my own heart. And that day I felt like he asked me, did you think you were more worthy to teach my word when you were married? And I was like, yeah, I kind of think I did. And what he was letting me know inside of that question is that our worth and our value have nothing to do based on what we've done or what's been done to us or what we've walked through, but our worth and value are based on how invaluable he is. That's where our value comes from. And so what he was telling me is, you were no more worthy to teach my word then than you are now. The only thing that has or ever will make you worthy is Jesus. That's it. It is Jesus plus nothing. So when shame comes knocking on your door, you need to stop it at the threshold. Don't let it have access. Speak out loud and say, the only thing that makes me worthy is Jesus. But with Jesus, I am worthy and capable and able to do whatever he has invited me or asked me to do.